You are an elite group of individuals. You're here not only because of what you've already accomplished, but what potential you have to create and change in the world. This is the third annual Campbell Trophy Summit. It's in honor of all the nominees who were identified as outstanding student athletes, and it was named after Bill Campbell, who's an icon in the Valley, an icon in academia.
He recruited me to Intuit's board, and I got to see him in action. I learned a tremendous amount about the importance of just being human, of having fun. And so many of the people speaking are just examples of that, and they were encouraged by Bill because he loved to see people reach their full potential. And for me, the summit is about living your life so you do reach your full potential.
What kind of brother am I? What kind of husband? What kind of father? What kind of son? What kind of teammate? What kind of classmate? What kind of citizen?
As an entrepreneur myself, it's like most of us will go to conventions and sit down and listen to people, but the list of the people that we got to listen to this weekend is like incredible.
And our imagination is always working, our story is always growing, our brand is always being crafted. And I think it's on us around this game, even when we're not playing it, we're not tackling, we're not putting on a uniform, we're not putting on our armor anymore. It's on us to turn on that wonder.
Players who have been nominated for the award come to listen to Silicon Valley's brightest minds, where we all get together, do leadership workshops, and really try to honor Bill and take his influence and take it out into the world to make a difference.
This is 3 days where you pick your head up and you figure out what matters. It's not just the success of the speakers and what they've done and their achievements, but they share their methods and they share encouragement and motivation, and you kind of feel lifted.
There's a bunch of core values there that I live my life by. They're incredibly important to me. One is make your footprint bigger than your foot. Second is run after problems. And the third is get to the truth.
It's one of those events where numerous people approach all of us who are a part of the organizing committee and ask how they can buy a ticket, because you have speakers here from Google, from Facebook, from Apple, from Intuit, from General Stanley McChrystal, academia, sports heroes, Steve Young, all these individuals that come in. And the answer is very simple. You can't buy your way into the Campbell Trophy Summit. You have to earn it.
The whole concept of a huddle or a locker room never leaves you. You develop lifelong relationships and bonds, and you miss that when it goes away. Life says you got to go out and do things, and you go out into the world and you have families and jobs and you do a lot of different things. But deep down inside, you miss that opportunity to be in the huddle, to be in the locker room, where you're there with the guys with the same mission and the same pains and the same excitement. And I think the summit is an opportunity for all these guys to get back into the huddle.
It's not about beating somebody, it's about beating myself. If you just constantly keep in mind that I'm on a quest to see how good I can get.
Leaders that have these qualities, that want to do more, that want to understand how better to do it, and to give them the tools to do it. And I think that the summit does a nice job of being a Kickstarter for trying to pay it forward.
I really wish we would have had this type of summit 10, 15 years ago. Watching them interact with each other, hearing their stories of what they're doing now, how they're impacting others in their communities. That's what's been really impressive.
You make a choice between whether the success is for you or the success is going to be something that you translate and you want others to have. It brings kind of a human aspect to things, and it shows that we are just people here. We're people who care about each other, men and women who have found a way to take what they've learned, to take the qualities that make a successful person and put them into action. I think this place does a great job of bringing people together like that want to grow themselves and grow each other.
Empathy is feeling what another living thing feels. Compassion is putting yourself in the shoes of another person, seeing the world through their lens or perspective for the sake of alleviating their suffering. In many regards, empathy is a means to the end of compassion and helping one another, and Bill absolutely embodied that.
Whether it's football, another sport, the military, business, leadership's about people.
I think at the final moments of life, you don't remember what the biggest honor you got was. You have this kaleidoscope of faces of people that you were connected with. And if they're faces that meant a lot to you, and hopefully you meant a lot to them, it's going to be a pretty rewarding life.
He's famous for not looking at his own career, but others. He's famous because he was a leader. And what is a leader? You can't be about yourself. You have to be focused on other people. So many people want to singularly make an impact. What I do, I want people to remember. Well, they'll mostly remember over the years for what you passed on and what you gave.
Creating an environment where everyone is at their best, where people are willing to stretch. It involves the leader who extends the stretch challenges, who invites people to do the hard thing, but it also involves the person who is willing to stretch.
Bill was the platform for change. The William V. Campbell Trophy is that same platform for change, and these individuals are a part of that answer. We would love to see the Campbell Trophy Summit have an exponential impact, not only in the number of attendees, but the impact those attendees have on their communities, on their schools, on their teams, and on everyone around them, and basically become a multiplier effect.